Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
Good morning. It is Companies to Watch. And of course, to help us out today, we've got Dan Koh. Good morning. How was your weekend, Dan?
That's right. Good morning, Ryan. The weekend was rather restful, although I was a little bit wet because I was out and about. How about yours?
Yeah. Not too wet. I was expecting even worse, but yeah, I think I got by.
Yeah, I mean, this is a time of the year. It's a bit unusual for it to rain as much as it is right now. I don't remember it raining as much last year.
Well, hopefully you can tell us what is going to be hot this week to watch out for.
That's right. It is time for Companies to Watch with me, Dan Koh. And of course, this is a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that will call for your attention. So from market trends and risks that might be overlooked, we will be exploring some of the markets for hidden gems and warning signs for you to steer clear of. And of course, I want you to be part of this conversation as well. So text us 88550893 and tell us whether you think it's going to be hot or not. Shall we begin?
Let's go.
Okay, first in focus for this week, we've got one of the best performing, if not the best performing component of the S&P 500 in 2024. Ryan, any ideas?
Yes, I've been following this. You think it was Nvidia with all the AI going on. You are not exactly right. Another stock beat it.
That's right. You're absolutely wrong. We've got Palantir Technologies stock being the best performer of last year with a staggering 340% gain just in 2024. Now, for your information, those of you who aren't already aware, Palantir Technologies is basically a company that builds software platforms for analyzing real-world data. And their products are often used by organizations to help with decision-making and to protect sensitive information. But it seems like 2025 is painting a slightly different picture, Ryan. The stock is currently trading lower by almost 5% since the year started.
I guess not a big surprise, right? Considering the huge run-up last year, more than 300%. For context, Nvidia was up some 170%. The benchmark was up 20+%. So you are coming off the back of a lot of highs, and maybe people are taking profit.
Exactly, and I'm thinking it's maybe slightly geared towards an AI exhaustion of sorts. But first, let's talk about its recent successful run and why it managed a 340% profit from last year. Now, Palantir has been in the AI game longer than most companies. In fact, it was founded back in 2003 and was created to provide AI solutions to government clients. And that turned out to be a massive success, with the company eventually expanding into the commercial side. So with many prominent AI CEOs declaring that, these few years will be the year of AI, Palantir is definitely one to watch, as it is, one of the leaders in this space. So coupled with its leading product, artificial intelligence platform, it's no wonder that Palantir's growth has been solid. Just in the third quarter, Palantir's total revenue rose 30% year over year to $726 million. Now, its customer count increased by 39%, and its average existing customers spent about 18% more than in the prior period.
Yeah, it's
Would you
interesting
consider
how
yourself?
they run a business. So from spy agencies, now they work for a lot of these companies, and they have a very interesting product because they can customize it to your vertical. Like if you sell shoes, you'll figure out something with AI to draw insights from. Or if you're selling diapers, they've got it too.
Yeah, they've got everything customized to your own needs. And that's probably why its revenue has increased by about 30% year over year. And that actually marked its fifth consecutive sequential acceleration. And here's the thing. Analysts believe that there's still a lot of growth left for Palantir, given that it's only scratched the surface of its US commercial potential. What do you say to this, Ryan?
Yeah, I am feeling you're quite optimistic about it, talking about how it's such a huge business, it's going up. But I think the big question is, how much more it can go?
And that's where we're going. How much more? So a lot of the things that all these analysts are expecting are just based on, at least from what I understand, a promise. And that has been the theme of AI for much of the stock, and the theme that we've been looking at when we're talking about artificial intelligence. So here's a problem today that analysts are calling Palantir out for. It is an expensive stock. Now, although all of this growth looks promising, the issue is that some people are saying that it's already baked into the stock price. Now, if you look at the stock price today, it's currently trading at about $71.77. So, hypothetically speaking, if Palantir maintains that 40% growth rate for the next 5 years, alongside its current 20% profit margin, that's very, very optimistic, its stock would technically trade at 53 times trailing earnings if the stock price did not move from today's levels.
Yeah, so a lot really pricing in future growth.
Exactly. And the truth is, Wall Street analysts only expect Palantir's revenue to grow by about 25% this year. So the 40% annual growth for the 5 years, it's a huge, bold prediction. So if that's not enough bad news, Wall Street is also exceedingly bearish on Palantir because of its current valuation. So according to FactSet research, only 6 companies in the S&P 500 have a higher percentage than the sell ratings of Palantir. So
how bad are the ratings?
Well, I mean, it is bad enough because we've got, different companies from TipRank's rating, Yahoo ratings, and Barron's rating, all giving a relatively bearish tone. We've got TipRank saying that it's a moderate sell for them, Yahoo and Barron's at a hold. What about yourself, Ryan? How would you rate it today, at least for the next on your future?
It looks like the consensus has got it a bit lower than where it is right now. You mentioned the stock's at 77 plus, and the average price target is around 47, 49. So it is overpriced going on that metric.
Almost a 50% downgrade for the stock. So I'm probably going to go with a not for Palantir. What do you think? 88550893. Tell us if you think the valuation's justifiable. Now, Ryan, before I let you go, here's a fun fact about Palantir. Did you know that Palantir's company's name is derived from the Lord of the Rings? Now, if you remember, there were these magical Palantiri, also known as seeing stones, which are basically indestructible balls of crystal used for communication and to see anything that's happening in the world. And that's what the company is exactly based on. All right, to be able to create a software that can mine and analyze large and disparate data sets, putting it all into one place and finding connections between them.
Very nice. It makes sense.
So that's what we're seeing today, Palantir.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance.